Lee Jong-hook was all excited about life until, out of nowhere, he ended up in the hospital, knocked down by a nasty case of hepatitis B. At the hospital, he met Daon, a nurse so beautiful that even his IV seemed to glow when she came near. Hook, ever the drama king, told Daon he got sick from studying too hard for an engineering job test. And guess what? He actually passed. Everything seemed perfect until everyone started treating him like a radioactive zombie. Even Hook's parents, the ones who should have been first in line to pamper him, kept their distance like he was a walking flu pole. To make it worse, his friends sent messages like, "Get well soon, but don't even think about a visit." True friendship, right? Daon tried to explain to everyone that hepatitis B isn't the flu and even gave Hook's IV tube a little kiss. If it were me, I'd never kiss an IV bag. But hey, everyone has their own way of spreading viral love. One night, Hook found Daon smoking in the hallway, and she blamed him when the head nurse showed up. The next day, she gave him the classic "sorry about that" while devouring Hook's lunch, without even asking. If it were me, I'd keep my food in a safe, but Hook thought it was cute. Go figure. Daon was so affectionate that when she was tired, she'd nap right in his bed. Obviously, Hook fell head over heels and started leaving little notes for her, along with fruit, soups, and even macarons stolen from another patient's fridge. Romantic or criminal? I'll let you decide. When Hook found out he was getting discharged, he panicked. How was he supposed to live without seeing Daon? He tried giving her flowers, but the head nurse ruined the moment, so Hook ate raw meat to get sick again. Look, I'd never eat rotten steak for a crush, but who am I to judge? Even after sneaking his way back into the hospital, Hook never managed to get Daon's number. It was a whole memory game until he finally called her. And of course, Daon invited him over to her place. Hook showed up more awkward than a penguin in the desert, but sparks flew. There was breakfast in bed, and Hook fixing light bulbs and taking out the trash to prove he was the perfect boyfriend. If it were me, I'd just hire an electrician, but sure, why not? Life was starting to look like a rom-com until Hook's new job turned into a free-for-all. He moved to Seoul, promising Daon he'd come back every day in a new car, and he even gave her a shiny new ring to replace her graduation one. But the job was brutal, and he had a clingy, competitive coworker named Boo-young who wouldn't leave him alone. Before long, Hook was so exhausted he didn't even change light bulbs at home anymore. Daon, who's no fool, started noticing something was up, especially when he accidentally called her Boo-young at the worst possible moment. Then came the bombshell. Daon was pregnant, but after a lot of back and forth, they decided not to keep the baby, a heavy moment that could still spark heated debates at any bar table today. Personally, I'd have sat down and talked it out properly before making that call, but well, this couple isn't exactly famous for their communication. Meanwhile, Hook got closer and closer to Boo-young. There was a kiss, a dinner, late nights working together, and goodbye Daon. In the end, neither Hook nor Boo-young got the permanent job. Plot twist. And guess what? Hook decided to chase after Daon. He ran to the airport with a ticket to Jeju Island, only to find out Daon had another Lee Jong-hook in her life. Yep, two guys with the same name, same crush. Daon got pregnant by the original Hook and used the spare Hook as an emotional backup. If it were me, first breakfast together and I'd be demanding a DNA test. In the end, Hook went back to Boo-young to lick his wounds. This movie leaves us with one big lesson. Sometimes it's better to just change the light bulb than try to shine a light on a lie. If you got it, drop a comment saying, "I got it." Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one that's right there on the screen. Just click and keep binge watching the channel. Take care.